Hi guys, good morning. Welcome into Edie's Attic. My name is Jenny and I'm here with a weekly energy oracle update. I'm going to start with the channeled messages I got and then pull some cards. The first message I received from Spirit was alone and just fine. You have this awareness right now that a lot of people, a lot of your connections may have pulled away. You're kind of looking around like, where did everyone go? How come I don't hear from anyone? How come I don't see anyone? I feel kind of by myself. But you're starting to realize, because you've been standing in this energy of what doesn't serve me isn't for me and will leave and pull out of my energy. And when you start looking around yourself and realizing a lot of connections may have faded away, you're in this understanding of it's for my highest good. I'm okay with this. What's meant for me will come back to my life. If it's meant for me, we will reconnect. If it's meant for me, we'll see each other. We'll get back together down the road. I'm in no rush to try to force situations, connections, friendships, romantic situations, and whatnot. So you're in this energy of being alone, recognizing that you're kind of alone, but being okay with it, because you're also very much open right now to new connections. You may be finding yourself just hitting it off and connecting with people that you're meeting along your way every day, wherever you're at. Maybe it's at a store and you're finding yourself just clicking with certain people out of nowhere. You're just like spiking up conversations with them and finding similarities, and you're realizing there's so many people in this world and there's so many people out there that that you vibe with. And maybe you're kind of coming to this point to where you're like, I have been putting so much energy and time into connections that weren't growing, that weren't deepening, that weren't expanding past the surface level, and that now you're stepping out. You're so open to meeting people and to stirring up new connections, and you're not rejecting them. At one point, you may have been very fearful, intimidated, um, almost scared to start a new connection, whether it be friendship or romantic, because of things that have happened in your past and how those relationships made you feel. But now you're moving past that. You've healed past that. So now you're embracing it and you're opening yourself up. And it's a great energy for you to be in. You're realizing that you are likable, you are lovable. People do enjoy the conversations that you hold. Maybe the people that you have had in your life prior to now, the connections that you held, you had changed. And it's not their fault. It's no one's fault, but it happens. You evolved, you changed, you grew, your mindset shifted, your perceptions shifted. You just changed as a person. And those connections maybe weren't supportive emotionally in a way to where you felt safe discussing your opinions, your ideas, your theories, your ambitions, your dreams. But these new connections are, and you're realizing that it's okay. It makes me think of that old saying from Girl Scouts: make new friends, but keep the old. Some are silver and some are gold. You're realizing that those connections that you had leading up to now served a very good purpose for who you were at that time in your life. Like, they helped you through things and they were there for you, and you connected with them and you grew as far as you could grow with them. And it's not to say that you still don't care about them, you still don't love them, they're still not your friend. It's just you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. You're not just not allowing yourself to make new friends because you don't want to make your old friends feel a certain way. You're realizing it's okay. I need to establish these connections for my own sake. I need to be able to talk to people that understand what I'm speaking about, and that can conversate with me on a deeper level. Next I got is the lack of anxiety has you worried. So it's funny actually, because it's like the opposite of anxiety. You've been in this space of kind of just peace, and you're in like this chill zone. You're feeling very relaxed, and there's a lack of conflict, a lack of stress, a lack of commotion, a lack of like having to deal with people and people's drama. And you're like, something doesn't feel right. It feels off. I'm not used to this feeling of not having to argue about something, or I'm not used to this feeling of having to do recon and fix someone's problem. And I actually heard Spirit say, she won't stop fighting. It's like, even though there's nothing going on in your energy and there's nothing to fight over, it's like you're trying to find something to make a deal out of. It's almost as if you need something. It's like an addiction. Like, this is something that your body and your spiritual body is so used to dealing with on a daily basis that the lack of it has you feeling really out of place. And it's like you're finding something. It's like, I gotta continue the fight. I have to feel like I'm amped up. I gotta have something to move forward towards, or something to keep me going, something to keep me cranked up. Like that movie, Crank, where he couldn't stop feeding his adrenaline, or else something bad would have happened to him. It's as if psychologically you're convinced that unless you're in this state of like stress, something must be wrong. And then I got relearning how to live life not in fight and flight mode. It's a change for you. Change is not easy. We need to adapt. We need to adjust. It takes time. It doesn't just happen overnight. It's a process in itself. But this is a good change. For finally, you're reaching a point where good changes are happening. And yes, it's a little bit awkward and it's uncomfortable, and you're not familiar with this space. You're not familiar with this energy of peace and your body not being so overly stressed. You may be sleeping a lot right now. Your body may be playing catch up. Like, finally, I feel peace. I need to sleep. I need to heal. I need to get rid of all this negative energy that I've been storing up for all these years. I'm expelling it. Your body's getting rid of it. So they're saying to take your time and not to feel pressured that you have to do something right now because something doesn't feel right. I should not be relaxing. I should not be resting. I should not be in this place of calm. Something's not right. Something is right. You're just not used to this new feeling. This is how you should have been feeling all along. You never should have been in fight or flight mode. It was, your body's not designed for that. But you're going to find, now that your body is shifting into a new energy and that you're in this place of calm, you're going to start healing. You're going to start feeling better. You're going to start having more energy after your body's rested. You're going to start having your more creativity, more energy to focus on projects that you've been wanting to focus on. You're going to feel lighter. And perhaps even certain like chronological diseases and ailments may start disappearing and healing themselves as well. Your immune system may start healing. So much in your body's chemistry is going to start shifting for the better just because you're no longer in fight or flight. So let's pull a few cards and we'll wrap it up. I am going to use my Life is Magical, hold on, and You Are Magical Energies Oracle deck. And the number on the deck is number 7. 7 is relevant to anyone. And I'm fumbling, and I'm like really fumbling over my words today. You may have so much information coming to you and so many ideas and new thoughts, new processing of these thoughts, that the words cannot escape your mouth as fast as you're thinking them, if that resonates with you as well, because I feel that for myself. Like, I have so much to say and so much is going through my mind to get out that it's not coming out in the proper way. We do have number 43, Spirit of Gratitude. Keeping yourself in that energy of being grateful and thanking the universe, spirit, divine, God, whomever you look to and pray to offer gratitude and to bring yourself back into that energy of gratitude, which again does open up that heart chakra and keeps you at this frequency of peace and love and harmony. We have number 42, smoke and mirrors. Be careful of trickster spirits right now, or people being used by trickster spirits, trickster energies, people that are trying to um, maybe manipulate you or throw you off your course or distract you from this place of peace. It's as if they can sense that you're in a place of peace and harmony, and it's also very much like a hindrance to them in a way where they don't feel comfortable with this new energy that you're walking in, that because they have to shift their energy. They're not there yet. A lot of people from the past may be unhealed still and not even focusing on working on that part of their lives. So this new energy of yours is off-putting for them, and they may be trying to pull you off this path because they're so uncomfortable with it. Because every time that they connect with you, it feels as if they're walking away, having to work on themselves, or being triggered about something in regards to their own character or what they're doing or how they're behaving. They're being triggered. So there's going to be a lot of trickery going on in your energy. So just be careful. And then we have take a deep breath. You are taking those deep breaths. Keep taking those deep breaths. Don't let people get you back into this energy of chaos and stress. It's not worth it. Stay in your lane. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep focusing on your inner work and your healing. And step out. Make new connections. Keep doing that too. You're finding that these new connections, these conversations that you're having with even perfect strangers, that they're in a way validating you. They're making you feel seen and heard. You're starting not to feel so silly about the way that you feel or how you behave. You're starting to realize that you're not that much of the black sheep or the oddball out. There's so many people out there that share the same feelings, thought processes, ideas as you do. And it's healing you. It's making you feel confident. It's giving you that boost of confidence that you're okay. There's nothing wrong with you. Maybe friend groups have made you feel very, very singled out, ostracized, or very weird or odd. And you're realizing that you're really not. Maybe they're just not on the same, like they're not in the same vibe as you. And then we also have opening to discover. This is number 34. We have 43 and 34, and I had said in a couple of readings in the past that I keep seeing those numbers as well as 48, 84, and 7s and 4s. So those are like really heavy right now in my synchronicities, and we have a 7 here. And then 43 equals 7, 34 equals 7. Lots of 7s. The deck is labeled with the number 7. So but we have opening to discover. Yeah, you're like so in this space of wanting just to experience something new. And I feel like that might have a lot to do also with like this whole uncomfortable feeling of this energy you're in. Because while you've let go of all the stress and the chaos and the connections that may have brought that into your life, you are in this like in between phase where your ideas are starting to flourish. Your mind is going 1,000 miles an hour, 1,000,000 miles an hour. You have all these ideas, and you're in this state of needing to rest and heal. But like your mind is like, I gotta hit the ground running. I gotta go. I have all these ideas. I gotta get out there. I realize who I am now. I wanna go experience life. I wanna make new friends. I wanna go do this. I wanna go do that. And they're saying, you have plenty of time in this new energy to get out there in the world and discover all that your heart desires, but to not feel like you have to just run and jump into it. Like enjoy it. Like right now is a rest period for you. you're in this place of needing to heal and rest. It's like the final stage, the final part of this process. Every single thing that you've done up until this point, every single step you've made, all the healing, all the inner work, facing your demons, facing your dark shadow aspects, everything that you've worked on, it's like been a really long, tedious, but wonderful journey and process, that this last part, this in between phase, this part of rest and recovery and system healing and everything from your spiritual to your energetic to your physical body is healing, that you just need to be patient. Patience is a virtue. This is a time for you to just chill out. And then after this part is over, after this healing process, this last final healing process is over, you're going to be able to step out into the world and go after your heart's desires, but in a very calm, collective, peaceful way. If you're trying to jump out there and obtain these new ideas, these new friends, and these new situations, this new house, this new job, this new whatever, right? If you're feeling like you have to run out there and do it right now, that's still stressful. That's still in a state of anxiety and stress and chaos. Things need to come and go and flow and move accordingly. So if you're feeling this pressure and this tension to have to, that's your sign that you need to slow down and rest, relax, let your system settle down, because you shouldn't be chasing anything, nothing. You should be flowing through it. It should be the most peaceful and most enjoyable experience. It shouldn't be stressful at all. So that is your message for this week, going into this week. I will be putting out more, but that is like the starter of this week, is to remember to rest and to give yourself the time you need before you hit the ground walking and skipping, not running. So, anyways, have a good one, guys. Bye.